In this tutorial, I want to talk about how you represent the earthwork that you just created in the last step to represent where your cut and fill areas are. We're going to turn off a number of these things in here that we do not need, including the flow lines and the labels. So I'll use the lay off command again to do that. Just go ahead and click off those. I also don't need my tick marks. But we have our buildings, we have our proposed and existing contours. So what we want to do now is create a spots on grid labels as to where our earthwork is, or at least shows the depth of where each earthwork piece is. To do that, I'm going to use the Annotate tab and add labels. We're going to add labels to the surface, and we're going to use the spot elevations on grid. It's asking us to select a surface for us to calculate, or select a surface that we're going to evaluate against. Earthwork is what we're going to use, and we're going to specify the grid base point, which I'll just go here below my somewhere below this area, and we're going to it's asking us to rotate that grid. No, we'll leave 0, and we'll let the spacing be 5 foot by 5 foot, so 5 foot X, 5 foot Y, and now it's asking us for the upper right hand corner. So we just want to get past the property line here. So I go ahead and choose that. And then it's asking us, do you want to rotate the squares? We're just going to hit enter for no. And now it's actually it's calculating through each one of these points at 5 by 5 square, and we'll put a spot elevation of where we have cut and where we have fill. Some of this area is not calculating right on my labels. You see zeros are actually showing up as a slightly yellow area. There is a tutorial that talks about where the zeros, to actually turn off the zeros. I am not able to get that expression working right now, so we're going to just show it this way. So what we want to do now is on our tabloid sheet with this thing, we'll have our scale set. And what I want you to do is adjust your plot styles to represent this. We'll let the labels be colored and let all of your other line works be black and white as you've been doing before. I didn't go through that step for this tutorial, but you should be familiar with that. Your pen styles should already turn on those buildings as being black, being thick, and the property line will be black. Your contours will be, dashed for existing, and then proposed will be dark as well. So you'll see this is your exhibit, of course, to your title block and all the other information. So that's it. That is the exhibit that we are trying to create.